the police lie all the time.
And
the government
cover up, and all that type of stuff.
The government does nothing but lie. Politicians literally lie to get into the area that they are in, and it's just known that lying is a big part of campaigning in America. It's just one big lie, to be honest. So it's kind of hard to believe anything that the government says. Democrats or Republicans, it's kind of hard just to believe them in general. So. Slight little research. If the government impeaches the president and don't convict him of a crime, that last sentence, like the last presidential campaign that he was impeached during, is void, and that means he can run 2 more terms.
He can run again. If he wins again, he will get that term, and then he can run again and even have another term.
Yeah. So basically, to boil it down, they put Donald Trump in the position where if they don't convict him, he can run 2 more years. I mean, he can run 2 more terms now. That's 8 years. He can do 8 more years.
8 more years, including not even counting the 4 years that he.
Yeah, not even counting the 4 years that he just currently did, which would be 12 years. Of having Donald Trump as a president.
And so do you think they're going to convict him of a crime?
The chances of him being convicted of a crime is extremely
it's
slim.
The same as Mark Furman or the people who convicted the Heart on 5 or George Zimmerman. Or,
that part.
You know?
Yeah. Because it's like...
the cops who beat the mess out of Rodney King.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We living in a crazy time, and not everything is different now. This is a new generation. It's a new set of rules that are being played by. Because every generation is a different, is a different set of rules.
Yeah.
Every generation goes by a different curve. No generation continues the last generation's curve. Every generation is known for something. Every generation is different. So
I think that's what, Generation X or something like
I think so. Generation X, yeah.
But Generation X, interesting.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. You got the liberation of Black people coming into full effect. Donald Trump. You got a bunch of things going on.
And we're going into 2020.
Yep.
And a whole new decade.
Yep. And during this decade, it's going to be passed to the next generation, and we're going to see what the next generation do. But I kind of want to go in and kind of help out the next generation as far as the politics and the construction of the next generation. Because I see the current generation that I'm living in isn't really sending the next generation in a good lane.
Oh, heck no.
Because you got Megan Thee Stallion, who's helping, who, by the way, though she say her messages in her song is about positivity. That's what I'm saying.
Where's the positivity?
She say it's about being unapologetically you, but there's a caution with that. Because you could be unapologetically. Yeah, you can be you, but don't be STD you.
Yeah,
please do not.
And see, the issue with that, man. People saying that's a satanic agenda.
Yeah, she's leading the destruction of people.
One of the laws of the satanic Bible is do what thou wilt. It should be the whole of the law, which means do whatever it is that you want to do, not what God wants you to do.
Yeah.
Not what is good for humanity. It's do whatever you want to do. And that's the same thing, being unapologetically you. That means I want to be me, and I don't want to have to,
account for myself.
Account for the things that I do. Yeah. I don't want to have to, which is, the whole fight against political correctness. Because people used to want to be politically correct. And now, like, people are not trying to be as politically correct unless you're against certain things, like thoughts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be against, and then they have slut shaming, and then they have toxic masculinity, and then they have, you know what I'm saying? So they're taking away our bedrock moral values that we've been living on, that actually shaped the world to be a better place.
Yeah.
And they're taking away that better place, and just like
the people,
knuckleheads are taking over.
Yeah.
You know,
and they're leading, and what they're about to do is lead the generation that's coming up next to be one of the worst generations that will ever exist. Like, it will be, because they're leading the destruction of
They're
life.
taking away all boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, there are no more boundaries.
There's no more civilization. Nobody will be civilized. Everybody will be quote unquote a savage.
Yeah, savage.
And it'll just continue the destruction of people towards people.
And it's mostly black people.
Yeah. Mostly the black community. And I could tell you right now, the road that you're going down, the white people who low-key run the country are not going to accept that.
But they want you to, because now you're fitting into their narrative. You're fitting into their annihilation scheme.
Yeah.
Because you're showing that you're a savage.
That you won't do anything but destroy this country. And that will give them great grounds to eliminate you. And that's exactly what they want.
Bring right back up the next Hitler.
That part.
They're saying, look at how these people act, and look at
what
barbarians. They're doing. They're barbarians. They don't care about anything. They're savage. They're killers. They're destructive. So we have to treat them like that. That's the reason why
of America. We have to get rid of them.
Yep. That's the reason why police fear black people. And that's the reason why police are quick to shoot a black man, but can talk a white man out of a gun.
Yeah.
You know?
And they continuously do this more and more. Or except the white man hitting them with a stick. I've seen this actually. Except the white man beating them with a stick off their property. Yeah. Black people can't do that because we're known as savages.
We would be shot.
We're known as savages.
Yeah. Like, if we raise the stick,
you getting shot.
You getting shot.
Yep.
No questions asked.
No, they got, and the cool part about it is they have other options. You only have a stick. They got pepper spray, a stick. They have a taser.
The taser.
They got the beanbag gun.
They got the beanbag, yeah. And then the first thing that they're gonna grab is the gun and shoot.
Yep. Because
shoot several times.
Yep. Because you're known to be animals.
Yeah.
And your music, which is controlled by a white industry, reinforces that.
Leor Cohen. No, Leor Cohen is a Jew. Is a Jewish guy, and I'm not anti-Semitic, but it's a Jewish guy. Everybody knows who Leor Cohen is, but he's basically one of the ones who run the music industry, you know. And it's just music nowadays. There was always an agenda. There was a hidden agenda in the beginning, was to, drop knowledge. I remember back in the days when I was just playing I was just playing The Message, Grandmaster Flash, and Melly Mel. Melly Mel was a prophetic artist.
Grandmaster Flash was talking about computers when the computers.
Well, Grandmaster Flash was the producer, but Melly Mel was the rap artist. Melly Mel and the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The Furious Five, one of them was Melly Mel.
Yeah.
I forgot the rest of the name of the Furious Five.
I don't remember either.
It was the Furious Five who they had really prophetic rap lyrics.
Yeah.
And listen to the message. You gotta listen
it's
to
really
the message.
A match, and it still happens today.
Yeah. Everything in there, and then Beat Street, the movie Beat Street, when they did the tribute to Ramon. That was a really prophetic message to this day. If you listen to that, everything is relevant to this day. And that was made in the late
80s, I think?
Early 80s.
Yeah.
Probably the early 80s. I would say 83, 84. Before a lot of people, before the generation
was talking about.
Huh?
Before you even knew he was talking about.
Yeah.
He was already giving you a message for the future.
Giving you a message for the future, and that's crazy, And so, but it's a historic day, and so we need to learn from this historic day. I'm going to keep going with these, giving the people information about this. I'm going to try to cover as much as possible and, share what's going on with this. We're going into 2020, which is going to be a new election. We're going to see what happens. I don't know if he's going to run again. I definitely doubt if he's going to be convicted of any crimes. I think that
we just gotta sit.
Yeah, I think that they believe just being impeached was enough.
Which isn't. They don't. That shows that they don't even understand how the government runs, and they're the part of the government, which is the crazy part.
Yeah.
That low key shows you that the people that's in charge don't care nothing for the people that they run. And that it's mostly just the interest for their pockets. Yeah, they're trying to deepen their pockets.
Yeah, the government is not for the people. It's supposed to be for the people and by the people, but the government is not for the people.
Mostly for the people that's in the government.
It's for the people that's in the government.
And if you don't think that it is, you can check yourself by looking at the salaries of the people in the government. And it's unreasonable amounts. Yes. They don't really need you. To be honest, you don't need that much.
Limits. Huh? And the no term limits of Congress.
Yeah.
They have no term limits. There's people who've been in Congress for 50, 60 years.
Yeah, because they can re-vote themselves back in, which makes no sense. You don't see the president re-voting himself back into the White House. Yeah, for this president candidate, I'm voting for myself.
Yeah.
You don't see that. So it's just like it's designed to make sure that their pockets are lined to the brim.
To the brim, and then they hide money. Like what were you talking about? How they what was the country? Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine. They send $400 million to Ukraine every year in military aid.
What 400? There's nothing in Ukraine that's worth $400 million.
Nothing at all, and honestly, I don't feel like Russia, because they say it's to fight against Russia. I don't feel like Russia is fighting that hard that $400 million is needed to, aid Ukraine. But, Ukraine's not going to fight against that because that's $400 million for them.
Yes, $400 million that goes towards whatever $400 million will go towards.
And then recently it's been exposed that there is no war going on in Ukraine. So the continuation of sending $400 million to Ukraine is like pointless. It's completely pointless.
And then NASA is getting $9 billion a year?
Yeah, and the government, the Army, we spend 600 million or 600 billion.
That's a lot of money.
We send a lot of money just to keep the military when, to be honest, no one is attacking us. So it's like, why don't we cut that budget
and send
to a reasonable amount and start putting it back into America's schools, the system, and the construction of America?
Yeah, but we're running out of time, so again, I tell you, visit michaelfranklinjr.com. and also marchintoone.com. And subscribe to us on Patreon, subscribe to us on YouTube. Click that like and subscribe button.